Guys, okay, so I'm gonna do that whole Q&A thing. So I'm gonna look off of my app because I didn't write notes. Sorry. Haven't made a video in a while, so I figured it was kind of time. I'm sorry if the sun is a weird angle or lighting, but it's actually sunny. I know, it seems like every video I'm surprised by the weather, but it rains a lot here, so I'm entitled to being surprised, I think. I don't know. Okay, so someone asked my favorite place to be when I'm outside of my house and why. Um, I kind of went a little, like, maybe out of the box on this. Maybe I'm not allowed to, but that's too bad. So I think I would say I love going on vacation. Like, I love traveling. So I like going to hot places just because I don't live somewhere really warm, per se. So I like to go out of my city, country, go somewhere hot. My favorite vacation thus far was when I went to the Dominican Republic just because their lifestyle's like different there. A lot of people live differently, right? Obviously it's a different country, so I liked that. And I got to tan, which I like. Uh, okay, what inspired me to work where I do? Okay, so I'm a nurse, as a few of you know. So I work at one of the hospitals in a few cities away. And it's a really small hospital, really community feel. Like, I love it because it's small. Um, I can explain why I'm a nurse. That might make more sense. So I became a nurse because when I was younger, I was in the hospital a lot, kind of like not really knowing what was wrong. So I had a lot of like nurses and doctors and stuff behind me when I was getting better and when I was finding I was wrong. And I think the nurses I had made me want to be a nurse because they made me feel like way more comfortable and better being where I was. Because what kid wants to be in the hospital, right? I mean, no one does. Not even adults. So I think the nurses I had really kind of shaped my experience there and made me want to be that person for someone else. To help someone when, maybe they can't get better, but help them be comfortable and as comfortable as they can while they're there and help their family too. So that's why I'm a nurse. Milk or dark chocolate? I prefer milk chocolate. I force myself to eat dark chocolate because I know it's kind of better for you. So I guess if I'm going to eat dark chocolate, it's because I'm eating more chocolate. But I like milk chocolate. And a shout out to Ashley and Elijah. Hi. Okay, so what came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't even know. I thought about this for a long time, actually. I'm gonna say the chicken came first. I'll just say, like, God made the chicken, and then the chicken made the eggs. So that's just how I'm gonna think of that, I guess. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through all the chat. Blah, blah. Okay, and then a shout out to Kylie. And what's the craziest thing I've ever done? Oh, I've done lots of crazy things. The craziest thing. I don't know if this is like appropriate for some of you, but I've had sex in a lot of public places. No, I'm not going to use that as my crazy one. I went surfing when I was in Hawaii, and to me that's crazy because I'm paranoid of sharks and fish and things in the water. So, yeah, that's the craziest thing I've ever done. I know, not very exciting. I don't go rock climbing. I don't do anything like that because I'm a freak. I'm scared of everything. Like, I'm terrified of heights, so I don't know. We have a mountain here. I live in Canada, so we have a mountain here that you can like hike during the summer. So I hiked that with one of my friends, and oh, it was bad. I was horrified. It rained the night before we did it, so parts of it all has like natural stairways and all that, so it was kind of slippery in some parts. Like, you literally had to go on all fours and climb up this mountain. And I looked down. Bad mistake. It was horrifying. I was scared. But I made it. That was the best thing ever. I went home and had a cookie. I know, counteracted the exercise, but I was terrified. I rewarded myself. um, have I ever ate anything exotic, weird, or questionable? Like snake, buffalo, turtle, iguana, things of that nature. Okay, so as I told Ashley on my post, I'm Italian, so I've eaten weird things. Like my grandma makes really like she's a great cook, but sometimes she'll make really traditional dishes that me and my cousins don't eat because we're just not adventurous when it comes to food. But like I've had rabbit, lamb, shark. I've had this one's gonna be kind of gross, but it's like the insides of a lamb. I've eaten the insides, not like the meat, but like the stomach and that crap. It was kind of gross actually. My grandpa really loves it. So I don't call her grandma, my nonna. She makes it for my nonna all the time. He loves it. It smells like a stew, but it does not taste like that. It's gross. It's like rubbery, and I just no. That's the weirdest thing I've ever eaten, ever. Never eaten like eyeballs, tongues, not like that. No. My most embarrassing moment. I have a lot of embarrassing moments. Probably like saying things I totally shouldn't say and then I realized, oh my god, I can't believe I said that, but that's okay. When I was in high school, actually, we had stairs like everywhere. I was late one day because I didn't leave early enough, but that's okay. I'm a girl, whatever. Um, so I was running up the stairs and I totally fell up the stairs and there was people behind me. It was so embarrassing. Senior year, fell up the stairs. It's my first day walking. What can you say? So it was pretty bad. I was mortified. My favorite childhood moment. I think the year. This is gonna sound weird that it's my favorite moment, but the year that my family and I found out that I had like the tumor on the part of my brain. Um, my parents actually took me and my brother to Disneyland, and that was like something we always wanted to go to Disneyland. I mean, what kid doesn't, right? So we went that year we found out, and it was. I actually had a lot of fun. I want to go back because I mean I was like 7, top 7. It was a lot of fun. I I would go back. Even though I'm an adult, I don't care. I'd so go back. Um, my favorite family member and why? Okay, so I have a lot of family in Australia, and one of my uncles there, he's not really an uncle, but he's sort of like uncle by association. Uh, he is like the cutest little old man ever. He could be having the worst day, the worst time ever, and still look at you. And if you just look like you're not having a good day. He always just tells you, like, don't worry, just be happy. And he's the most positive man I've ever met. And I wouldn't say he's my favorite because it's hard to pick my favorite because I try not to do that. But I don't know. It's just he's always so positive, and it's kind of nice because a lot of my family isn't like that. A lot of my especially older family members, they're the type of people where you're like, oh, how are you? And they're like, I'm still alive, and you're like, okay, that's awesome. So he's not like that. So it's really refreshing, I guess you could say. What dangerous exercise would I do? Wear high heels or on a stair climber or go running with scissors? Uh, Heels on a stair climber. I can wear heels for a long time. I can do a lot in heels. So I would do heels on a stair climber. Pretty sure that would be good for my muscles. So whatever. Um, and a shout out to Latina. Hey. Who would I want to meet from IP? Oh, I could go on. Okay, well, I definitely want to meet Latina or Courtney because she always gives me really good advice. I can email her literally middle of the night and the next day get a good response and feel like a human instead of all sad and pathetic. I'd want to meet Bethany just because I've known her for a while and it would be really cool to kind of like meet her in real life. I want to meet Paw. I've known Paw for a while too and talked to her for a long time, and I think it'd be fun to get together with everyone and just kind of joke about stuff and talk and all that. It's different than typing to each other, I think. I'd want to meet Addie too, because we talk a lot out of IP, and I just really get along with these girls, and I would like to meet them one day. I hope I can, so that would be awesome. I know there's other people I don't want to meet too. I don't want to meet Steph, Ashley, everyone. Not everyone, actually, because I've probably heard a few people, but like the people I talk to a lot, I would love to meet them. That would be awesome. A shout out to Dancer0x01. What is my favorite animal and why? Okay, my favorite animal is a toss-up between koala bears and giraffes. I love them both. They're extremely cute. A shout out to someone with a bunch of A's. Sorry, I don't really know who you are, but I'll give you a shout out. Oh, Esther. Sorry. Hi. What is the thing or a person I hold most dear to me? Okay, so I was going to bring it over here, but I'm talking a lot, so I'm going to try and speed this up. My aunt, my godmother, we kind of were estranged for a while just because of a really bad divorce that happened and everything, so I hadn't talked to her until actually, like, this year. So I think that's really cool. She got me this necklace. It's like 2 hearts, like, well, not hearts, circles, duh. They're like that, and they're interlocking, and she's got the same necklace, so it kind of symbolizes us, like, we're always together, and one is gold and white gold, and one's yellow gold, so it symbolizes, like, we're 2 different people, but we're always going to be together no matter what. So I really love it. And if I lost it, honestly, I would be so upset. I'd be so sad. I'd go buy a new one just because. If a turtle loses its shells, is it homeless or naked? Homeless? I don't know. If Adam and Eve were the first people on Earth, do they have belly buttons? Everyone has a belly button. Really? Anyways. Shout out to Addie. Hey, girl. I watched your video, by the way, and I laughed. Do I have a Canadian accent? I don't think I've got an accent, but my mom says I do, but it's more like Italian or whatever. I don't know. I'm not sure. Some words I say, I have more of an accent. Like, when my friends talk, they look at me all weird. Like, they know now not to say anything because it's just how I talk. Shout out to Hula Girl. If I could have any power, what would it be? I don't know. Flying. That'd be wicked. If I had to move to any other country, where would it be and why? Australia. I have family there. It's pretty. There's so much to see. It's a big island. I would love it. Okay, so I'm totally at the 14-minute mark, which is awesome for me because I apparently talk slow or too much. So I'm going to make another video so that doesn't cut me off or I don't skip your questions. Okay, so I'll just make another one right away. Thank you. Thanks for watching this one, though, you guys. I'm glad I got to do it, and I'm glad you watched it, and thanks for the questions.